Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. This is a clip from 1111 Memories Retold, one of the games featured in my new series, the Steam list, where I go through my Steam list and I play a little bit of each game and basically talk about it. So at least an hour or hour and a half, maybe even up to 6 hours of each game. So we did 1001 Spikes and we did 1111 Memories Retold so far in that one. So this is The Forest. Now, I haven't played The Forest since its release a long time ago. Now, I remember the intro when I first started playing it, that you were dragged off to a cave and everyone was getting murdered and eaten around you and you had to sneak out and go around all the monsters and that. So it's completely different now. So this is the yacht, which is really cool. So I want to talk a little bit about the atmosphere of this game. They've really designed the world well, and they've placed so many placeholders and exciting things that you can find along the way. Crafting works by selecting it from a book, which we'll deal with in a minute, and then you place down the thing that you wish to craft, find bits and pieces and place them into the foundation to make up the item. Just like this.
The fish one, the food one. Okay.
So you go through your book, you find what you want to place, you place it, and then you'll say you need sticks, turtle shells, whatever else. So that collects water, that is. I really hated, like, super hated murdering the turtles. They're poor little turtles. But eventually they were pretty good meat, so, and a necessary source of water, so it had to happen. It had to happen. So this is a little bit of a look at the crafting system. Now, the crafting system involves a backpack, a bag, and you can carry a certain amount of each item, which is fine with me. I kind of prefer the system like 7 Days to Die, where you choose what you carry, but in this game you literally carry everything, just certain amounts of everything. So this is me crafting a fire and lighting it. Now, this was after about an hour. I messed around. I hadn't played this really before, so for me it was a lot of learning experience. Jamie's played it quite a bit, the guy I was playing it with, one of my best friends. So we'll just AFK here, and I get my first cannibal. That wasn't freaky at all.
Just hissed at us and
like,
walked away.
Nope, not scary at all. It's okay.
What does that mean?
Hopefully he kills Jamie first, right? Like, he's definitely closer to the dark.
Well.
Here he is.
And there he is.
Oh shit.
Nope, he gets me.
Okay.
Okay, so a lot of the game, I was reading the tips when I got knocked out, and this is something about Molotovs. Molotovs, it said, that could pretty much kill everything in the game. Now, to my experience, it takes like 2 or 3 Molotovs to kill a cannibal, but we were playing it on hard, so that's a lot of Molotovs I need to make to kill things, but they're pretty efficient. When things get put on fire, they don't tend to hurt you, so you can run in, you can hit them with weapons. So, there's also like a hairspray flamethrower you can make if you want to light more things on fire, and the hairspray flamethrower is super efficient. But yes, the Molotovs definitely work. And then, to make armor, you then carry the best armor in the game. You pick up these corpses, and you dump them on the fire and burn them until you get bones. So, it's kind of the way the game goes. It's a pity that the combat is so goddamn brutal. But other than that, it's absolutely fine.
Oh shit.
So after that, I think we went to explore some caves. Jamie was very keen on exploring caves because it's the best way to gain more gear and items in the game.
Yes.
Now, we discovered right there that you can hurt each other. And this was the first cave we found. We'd been messing around preparing to come in here for so long that we ended up getting so hurt. We followed the trail of arms deeper into the cave. Yep, arms. This game is super gory. Like, if you want gore, this game will definitely fill your gore palette. So again, we're trying the Molotovs. We both died here because we had no health when we first came in. Then we discovered that, yeah, we can hit each other, and we definitely hurt each other more. So, this cave was quite large though. Like, it had multiple levels. It gave us a swimming tank. It gave us so much stuff. It gave us a rusty axe, which was really handy, better than the plain axe. If you die, you can get your bags back, but the good thing about this game is if you die and can't retrieve your bag, the items respawn, so you can definitely go get your climbing picks again or whatever you're after. There's also clues to follow. So here was my first encounter with a mutant in the game.
Right next to this one.
And we were killing alligators, skinning them, getting alligator
Whoops,
fur
sorry, I
hide,
ate that.
which was pretty good. Well, we thought
Yeah,
it was going to be
whatever
pretty
it
good
was,
armor
me too. I had
because it was
too.
so easy to get. You get 4 pieces for one alligator, like pretty sweet. But they break super
Yes,
fast.
look at
I
all
don't
that
know
armor.
if the bone armor breaks
Nice.
as fast. It seems to last
Oh.
longer.
Whoa.
But I was
breaking
just
you.
wandering off, and then that. Yep, it runs like a spider. It's got multiple legs, and we'll feature that again shortly. It ran after me and chased me and nearly killed me. So this is where we got the crossbow. We
fuck
had to
is the
swim into
deal
a
with
wreck
this
of
place?
an old galleon to get into it. So it was
What
pretty
is it
cool though.
called? The Spanish
Good
ship that was down
experience.
here?
This game has so many caves, so much exploration, so much stuff that
look at
benefits
the
you
ceiling.
by
Is that
doing so in the
fingers?
game. That
Yeah,
100%
that's fingers.
love how much work they put into
It's
this.
a lot of fingers.
And every atmosphere is absolutely terrifying with hands and fingers and feet hanging off
These
everything.
people really, really
Like
death.
in this bit here, I'm pretty sure we find the
Oh, wow,
katana,
look at these
and
guys.
they.
There's a sword.
I can't believe they skinned him.
Stuck
They
in him.
skinned his arm and made it into a
Is that a
banner on
drawing
his
of a
back.
Freaking
Like, how gory is
a
that?
skin
Like, this
tattoo
poor
tattooed onto him?
sod has like
That's
his
pretty
sword
grisly.
and shoved into his neck, and like, oh. The other flight
Oh,
people here are
painkillers
here as
and
well.
food.
It's like there's a head on the table there, and there's a guy over there. I'm pretty sure that's his head. That's so he's headless and cut open.
Okay, so I put some meat
So
on as
this
well.
was
Interesting food.
a bit of a look at what we did eventually. We got to a point where we were going to farm bone armor, so we built a massive trap area
Sauce right up.
at a high frequency run rate. It was really funny though. After we built the traps, the bad guys stopped patrolling, which was super annoying. But as you can see, there's the deadfall traps are
The
super
bastards
cheap
stopped
to
attacking us
build,
all
and they
of a
take
sudden.
1 stick to repair, so they're really useful.
How bloody annoying is that?
There's also happy birthday traps, which are spike ones that jut up from the ground. There's noose traps there. The happy birthday traps require a bit more work, a bit more resources. Mostly the rope
next to me here.
is the hardest part for the happy birthday traps, but they're super
Oh,
good.
Good
Like,
point.
100%
break
recommend those traps. Again, this is us burning people for armor. Like, we're just waiting for them to hit a trap and die. But the deadfall traps, they have a habit of just running through them. Super annoying. Really super annoying.
It's not good.
As all, like incomplete, this is quite a good survival game. It's a bit old. It hasn't aged well. The AI is very, very
I don't see it.
blocky and uncoordinated. So this is
it
us
is.
trying to kill a mutant. The spider-like one. We found out he wouldn't go past this bit, so we were just trying to kill him around here. We eventually do burn him to death, but it takes like 7 Molotovs, 3 explosives,
you
7
get lit on fire
Molotovs,
as
and
well?
multiple sword hits. Or maybe more than 7 Molotovs. Either way, there's a lot of resources
Still
just to kill one
alive.
freak, one mutant. But he gave freak armor, which is like purple armor that lasted forever. So somewhere through the week, the wife was playing PvP Arc and asked me to jump on, so I helped her tame a 145 Giga and helped her build a base and do a whole heap of things. We're farming wyverns and eggs at this point for the Valentine event. With that Giga we just tamed, the 145 had pretty average attack, just 175, but you know, somewhere to start. You definitely need to get your Giga line down on PvP. So this is, before you mock the cannon, this is me just testing things in PvP. Like, I'm just trying the cannon out to see how it works on a structure and if it's viable. And to be fair, it actually turns out it would have been very, very viable to break the structure with this cannon, and pretty cheap on the resources, considering that the server's really high up on the resources. We've also were experimenting with soaking and all sorts of things. This wasn't a real raid. We didn't know what we were doing. We were just testing out everything to see how it kind of worked. Because I hadn't PvP'd a lot in Ark. I've only raided on stone structures, with grenades in the past. Like, the Bob stage is definitely my favourite point of raiding. But the cannon did not work here because he was using a tech generator with a vault dumped inside of it, so I couldn't hit it. Of course, we played a bit of Final Fantasy through the week. One of my really good friends, Rick, had downloaded on his laptop from Xbox, and he was playing it with us on doing dungeons. He's leveling his character now. My other friend Dan from Xbox is coming across the PC. Super excited about that. We'll probably do some Phasmophobia again, because I actually haven't played it, and I can't wait to see their reactions to this game. Super terrifying. But yeah, so we went back and we did some entry dungeons with them. So here is the boss fight. We got into farming tech as quickly as we can. This is probably the best run because we actually got the manacle first. Like, how unusual is that? One of the drops in the game was giving artifacts, so we're using that to farm as much tech as we could from this boss fight. But it was super easy fight. The Rexes took me 1 day to grow on this server. We only used 12, I think. The settings are pretty cushy, put it that way. Pretty damn cushy. That said, we ran it like 6-8 times, built a tech replicator, a tech generator to power our turrets so that someone couldn't just blow the cords on the generators, and just a bunch of stuff like that. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed the weekly roundup. Today we're playing different games, more games, and we should be able to feature a lot more stuff for you in the weekly roundup. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's been a pleasure as always, showing you what we've been up to this week. Have fun, enjoy yourselves.